Today we're going to talk about getting ready for a hurricane in Port St Lucie and my own personal journey doing just that. And we're getting started right now. Hey, what's going on? I'm Emmett Dempsey, mortgage advisor with Geneva Financial here in beautiful Port St Lucie, Florida. And welcome to another mortgage home buying tip, actually a homeowner tip. Today we're going to talk about getting ready for a hurricane in Port St Lucie. It's a fact of life, living anywhere in Florida really. For as long as I can remember, we're always watching cones, wonder where it's going to make landfall. But today we're going to talk about some basic preparation. As far as other supplies and preparation, you can go to FEMA.gov and get the things I think that you need, like water and non-perishable food, batteries, radio, etc. And there's lists online. Today we're going to talk about my personal journey. You can see all these shutters in the background because the prior homeowner, when I bought my house last October, left no guide. So I have to figure out which opening goes to where and make my own little guide. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Also, some generator tips. All right, first, basic generator tips and tricks. Behind me is our generator. It's a 5,500 watt generator. Most of the ones you get at Home Depot or anywhere else, about 6,000 watts. That's what you would need unless you have a full house generator. Those are huge. But anyway, basically we use our generator to power our refrigerators and our freezers to keep our food cold. And also in my other house I had what's called a cool room. I had a room AC, so one room in the house was cold, and the whole family can gather there. You can hook up all your electronics all in one room. It was pretty convenient because most hurricanes in Florida, they always hit end of August or September usually, and it's super hot here. So I know Francis and Gene in 04, I had something like that. It was a lifesaver because we lost power for a long time, and having that cool room was really cool. So basic generator tips, of course, never ever ever run your generator inside the garage. Always have it outside of your house. No matter how well ventilated you feel your porch or your garage is, do not do that. So run your generator outside your garage when you do that. Also, basic storage maintenance tips that I found out this time around is gas inside of your generator, because I had a secret. My gas was 2 years old. So I spent today draining the gas tank and doing basic maintenance tips and searching YouTube actually when I ran into some roadblocks. Long story short, everything good to go. Generator is good to go, but definitely you store your generator correctly. When it's not hurricane season, drain your gas out when you're done, and also run your generator outside of your house. So let's go and talk about shutters now. Okay, shutters. Most of them, you have the best are the accordion shutters. Actually, the best I'd say are impact windows, which I don't have. They're actually on my guest house that my in-laws stay in, so that's nice. But on my main house, I have routine old school metal shutters, and I have to screw them in with the wing nuts. The problem is my prior owner didn't leave a manual, so I had to figure out what opening. You can see I have all the everything you see off to the side. I have them all laid out on the lawn here, so I got to measure each opening. I took pictures of all sides of the house. I'm going to print them out and kind of measure and make my own little guide. So next hurricane season, that's what's going to happen. So I'll have a guide for the shutters. I only have to do this one time. I'll mark them with Sharpies and do it that way. So right now, as you can see behind me, the house is not shuttered up. I'll show you it afterwards, and that's basically what I'm doing with my shutters. That I made, so the pictures, print it off. Now it's a couple pages, all the openings. Now I'm going to measure them and try and match them up. Now, these shutters seem pretty easy. Basically, they go to the top. There's a little groove right there. Kind of right there. Kind of fit them in there, and then you go to this little ditch right here. Basically, take your screw. Yeah. Like this, and that creates your wing nut. And then you have the basic 1/4-inch wing nut, and that's what screws it in. So thankfully what he did have was a bunch of screws and wing nuts, because I've been in the Home Depot the last couple hours and they're all gone. So thankfully that's one good thing the prior owner did. Office window number 2. And label it as the office. So I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to mark it as number 2. Mark every panel that I put in that way. So basically you have one with the wing nut right there, and then you skip one, and then you'll have the overlap one, and then the new one, and then so on and so forth. We have one opening done all the way here. Basically all the screws on the bottom. I hand tighten all the wing nuts here. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your drill. You can get this little drill bit here. You know, that's kind of for wing nuts. Definitely helpful. Plug it in the drill. Better than tightening yourself. So just do up the next one. Okay. You get the idea. Okay, it's starting to come together. You know, got a few up. You know, I'll figure out the rest shortly. But hope that was an informative look at my personal preparation journey here today. It's been a long day. It's been a long day for a lot of people here in Florida. I just want to say to everyone in Florida, God bless you. Get everything prepared. Hopefully, you get you and your family prepared for this. Hopefully, it just whizzes on by. So, I hope it was an informative look on generator maintenance and doing shutters. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.